Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Allahumma sholli ala Sayyidina Muhammad al-Fatih lima ughliq wal khatim lima sabaq nasrul haqqi bil haqqi wal hadi ila shiratikal mustaqim wa ala alihi haqqa qadri wa miqdaril azim. Amma ba'd. Honorable teachers, Mr. Sigit as the lecturer of English major, and my lovely attendants. I have the honor to speak about the current issues, or it can be said as the never-ending issues. Let me take a quote from Angelina Jolie. She once said, "I've never understood why some people are lucky enough to be born with the chance that I had to have this path in this life, and why across the world there's a woman just like me with the same abilities, same desires, same worth ethic and love her family, only she sits in refugees and she has no voice." My lovely attendants, we know that women and children never be the issues that goes away, and there is still no effective solution to resolve this problem. Through my speech and our awareness together, I hope women and children issues will reach an end so that the women and children can have a better life in the future. So here I am giving my speech under the title Women and Children Sounds of the Heart, Do We Deserve to Be Lived? So ladies and gentlemen, the World Health Organization or WHO study revealed that 1 in 3 women in the world experience physical or sexual violence. On the other hand, still from WHO, about 1 billion children in the world experience physical violence, sexual violence, psychological violence, injury, disability, or even death. And this doesn't cover the fact that we, as a human, as well as a student, we failed to resolve or even find solution to this problem. Whereas we have seen a lot of phenomena, we've got a lot of evidence, and we've seen a lot of tragedy occur all around us in our society. In Palestine, we can see all the martyrs almost were children. Almost all the martyrs were women. The hygiene crisis is particularly impactful for women, whose our nature is menstruating, whose our nature is giving birth, and also can be impactful for children where they are still vulnerable for their own health. Even the pregnant women in the conflict area in Palestine or somewhere else must be victims of sexual abuse, rape, or even murder helplessly in front of their husband and their child or other men. Furthermore, the Afghanistan government, the Taliban, as we know, they provide regulatory inequality for women by restricting their access to education, to employment, or even little less self-care to go to salon or the restaurant. In child sexual abuse, the Netherlands and the United States ranked highly as the main perpetrators, followed by Slovakia. Meanwhile, in Indonesia, we've seen a lot of tragedy today of women and children being a victim of sexual abuse or even rape by men or their own parents. Or we move to the catcalling. We've seen a lot of catcalling around us, and catcalling behavior is considered taboo and normal for some people. Sometimes they refuse to know that catcalling is also a minor act of sexual harassment. But if women choose to be angry, men sometimes doesn't want to admit it if they did catcalling, and sometimes it leaves anger and trauma towards the women. So from all this phenomenon, from all the tragedy we've seen, it reminds and impacts emphasizes the importance of education for society and also the importance of responsibility for all of us and for all human beings. We must realize that violence, sexual abuse, or even murder can occur all the time, all around us, even in our homes. The public area that should be a safety zone should be instead be a nightmare that they will never pass it anymore. The rights as human beings, as well as women and children, must be given up and turned into deep trauma in their lifetime. So here I am, as well as a human and woman and child, demanding our rights as a human beings. The importance of education for the society, especially for the men who are mostly the main perpetrators in this case, should be noticed more. The world wouldn't be complete without us, and the world wouldn't be complete without the women and children. So I hope we cannot continue to hide ourselves anymore and turn a blind eye to this phenomenon. We must try our best to find solution to this problem, and the women and children can have a better life anymore. So that's all. I give all my respect and thanks for your attention. Also my apologies if there's a word that offend you. See you next time. Thank you very much and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.